Pop.
What's going on, man?
I just want to know, man, how you keep my mama so long, man?
Man, you gotta have them country roots, man.
You know what?
Hey,
You ain't never lied to me.
there you go.
I'm about to go get me a couch.
Do it, man.
Yeah, I'm about to do it, boy.
Okay, all right.
Flow beats did this.
Y'all know what I found out? I found out that every woman needs a good man. A man that's gonna love them, protect them, and always be there for them. And especially a man with country roots. She want a man with country roots. She want a man with country roots. Yeah. With a whole lot of country swag. With a whole lot of country swag. She want a man in cowboy boots. She want a man in cowboy boots. She want a horse and not no name. She want a horse and not no name. She don't want no city boy. She want a country man, cutting up in the square toe boots. A man that's good with his hand. She don't hang with city folk, pulling up in a 4x4, getting out in the Dukes and boots. At the trail ride, she drop low. I don't have much, but I do what I can. You gotta understand that you're dealing with a country man. She want a man with country roots. She want a man with country roots. Yeah. With a whole lot of country swag. With a whole lot of country swag. She want a man in cowboy boots. She want a man in cowboy boots. She want a horse and not no name. She want a horse and not no name. She want a man from the back road, looking good in his camo. Cutting up in them straight leg jeans, listening to that Southern Soul. She like my tro real hot. Country boy, I'm Southern fried. Next time you need some love, give a country boy a try. I don't have much, but I do what I can.
Greetings and welcome to Southern Soul Industry Vibez Video Spotlight live stream Streets 989 Atlanta TV Southern Soul Industry Atlanta's #1 stream with your host, the First Lady, EmCee Jazzy, positive vibes only. Today we spotlight exclusively Mississippi native Unc Boy entertainer, singer, songwriter, and producer BreezeMrDo2Much, bringing that country swag to the Southern Soul industry. Let's welcome him to the studio. What's up, Breeze?
What it do? How's it going?
Oh my God, man, what an honor it is to welcome you tonight to
Appreciate you.
Southern Soul Atlanta's #1 stream. We are so honored to have you finally in the studio. Let's get started.
Yes, ma'am.
Breeze, you know, you was telling me earlier you're a truck driver.
Big truck
What's
driver.
up with these truck drivers coming on to the Southern Soul scene? I mean, you guys are blazing it with this music.
Well, I think, blues, Southern soul, and truck driving go hand in hand. Down here in the South, well, you know how it is. You're a country boy. A lot of us just, we drive trucks. And when we roll down that road, we listen to that blues. So, and like I said, it's a lot of guys who currently drive trucks or have driven trucks. That's just,
Hmm.
so I really can't explain. It's just a country thing. It's a Southern thing.
I know, you've been doing the music a long time, but now
Mhm.
you're blazing this Southern Soul, bringing that country swag to the game. Share with the audience a little bit more about who you are and how it all, got started for you as a recording artist and producer and
Okay.
songwriter.
Well, like I said, my name is Breeze, Mr. Do Too Much. I haven't been Mr. Do Too Much my whole career. I started out, I didn't sing in church. I didn't sing in school. I didn't sing in front of people until I got to college. Actually, I didn't even start singing when I got to college. I was rapping, and I started with a group. And Pretty Ricky was pretty popular at the time, and so we needed like a singer. So I was like, I can sing a little bit, and I started singing on some of the tracks. Uh, And so it went from there. And then like back then you had to pretty much do what we do in the Southern Soul now, which record yourself. You had to do everything on your own when you have all that money. So that built my producing skills, my songwriting skills, mixing and engineering skills. And I did that for a while. I took a long break, and one day, man, I got into Southern Soul and I ain't looked back. And all those skills that I built from all those years back. When I tell you I done saved so much money doing everything myself, it was hard times, but those hard times made it easier for me today in Southern Soul. Yes,
You
ma'am.
know, you talk about doing everything yourself, but don't you feel a lot better having that independency instead of someone regulating and controlling your financial outlook in the music industry?
Right, right. I try to encourage the newer artists that's coming in, like you got to gain some type of independence because one thing I don't like doing is waiting on somebody. You know, I don't like having to go somewhere to record. I got the recording studio at my house. I got the T-shirt printing, CD printing. Uh, I got all that at home. The cameras, the softbox lights, everything you need to get your career off the ground. I got it. I do all my
Okay.
music videos. It's just I don't like having to ask people for nothing, and I don't like waiting. So now there are some things I can't do, but it's very little. So like I said, try to get everything on your own because you don't want to have to wait. Because if I'm in the way, I'm gonna shoot past you because I can do it all myself.
Well, that was actually one of the questions I was going to ask you a little bit later, but we can go ahead and talk about it now. As
Okay.
far as royalties and streaming, um, there gives the artist so much control in where their music is heading and who's getting access to it. A lot of the music is definitely being extra regulated at this point.
Right.
Share with the audience a little bit about how you continue to maintain your portfolio.
Music done came a long way because back when I started, we had no way of getting our music on iTunes and all we pretty much had was like YouTube and stuff. So you pretty much had to go sign your life away on a distribution deal. But now it's a different day and age. You got DistroKid, you got United Masters, uh, even Music Access. Really, they do all Southern Soul, really. Um, but for me, uh, the only problem I see with it is that um is with the streams. You don't really get paid that much with the streams. We really would make our money doing shows. So that's the only kind of issue that I see with it. I really don't understand how much money is coming from what money is coming from what. That's the only thing that's really wrong with the distribution. And so that's something that I look into just about every day, try to figure the analytics out on that. But other than
Mhm.
that, man, it's great having to be able to distribute your own music and people to be able to hear what you been working on.
Tell us a little bit more about the latest release, Country Roots.
Country roots, yeah. I pretty much wanted to make something, man, for pretty much all my country folks. A song that women love to listen to, and a song that men love to listen to. I think that was one thing that was missing out of my portfolio, and it's doing pretty good right now. We did a really nice video, the video that you just played. Put a lot of work into it, and like I said, it's doing good. And like I said, it's for all my country folks out there. So make sure y'all go and check it out. It's on YouTube. It's on Vivo. It's also on all streaming platforms.
Now, how long actually have you been on this Southern Soul journey?
Um, well, the journey started with me in 2021.
Uh-huh.
And with Southern Soul, it's kind of hard to find people that make the instrumental, the beat producers. And so I started with a group, and we wanted to find beats, but we couldn't. But we finally found a guy named D4. You probably heard of him. Shout out to D4. Heard of all over all over Southern Soul. And we finally got some beats with him, and me and my guy, we started working on an album back in 2021, back in like August of 2021, and in March we dropped our first project in 2022, and so it's been now I'm going on 2 years, so it's been a little bit, but there's still a lot more work to do.
What about the future?
Future Southern Soul. It's some days it seems bright, some days it don't. But I hope that with the amount of work that I put into it and the amount of love that I get from it, that I'll be where I want to be in the next 5 years. I tell people, man, if you come in this game, most of us we don't get a huge hit from the beginning. Everybody ain't gonna be LPJ. Everybody ain't gonna be Big Mel. Everybody ain't gonna be young guys that get the smash hits right away. Most of us are gonna have to get in there. We're gonna have to grind, have to put a song out. Hey, if it don't work, get your butt back in that lab, get to work, and make something that people like. Well, first you got to make something that you like, because if you doing music that you don't like, then it don't make sense. But you got to put music out there, and that's what I continue to do. And hopefully, in the next 5-10 years, I can look back and say it was worth it. So, but you can't see 10 years in the future. So
Right.
you just got to keep pushing. So hopefully I'm where I want to be. I believe that I'll be where I want to be.
Well, you came out, you did this track with Jeter Jones, Don't Play With It.
Whoa! I
And
seen you out there on that dance floor, girl. But I need you to do something for me and my boy G. Listen up, baby, slide with it. Don't you hide with it. Go on and party all your blues away. Party all your blues baby, stay with it. Don't you play with it. Gonna party all into the next day. Party into baby, the next slide day. With it. Don't you hide with it. Go on and party all your blues.
so you've done some amazing tracks as you jumped into the game. You also worked with Jennifer Watts
Right?
with that Cougar Trap.
Cool, bro. Yeah.
You did some good old days with Mel, so you've been doing several
What's
things
up, y'all?
since you've been in the
It's your
in the
boy
game.
Bree, aka Mr. Do2Much.
Cougar Trap.
I'm
Hey,
here to
that's
let
been
y'all
the
know
best
that
one so far.
I love me a cougar too. And if I can't find me one this year, I'ma go ahead and set me a cougar trap. No, I ain't come by myself. I got the Tha1stLady of Southern Soul here, and I'm gonna chase her all through this song. Listen up. Y'all, I met this lady. She was a little bit older. She whipped that thing on me. She said age ain't nothing but a number. She said take your time, and do it right. Hey.
So it's tracks like that. You're talking about experience. You're bringing it, and not only that beat. As you were saying, you shout out D4.
Shout out to
It's,
D4.
yeah, it's beats like that. Making the music where
You know,
people can feel it in their
every now and then we
soul and
still
they
need
want to
that
move their
conversation.
body. That's what
Somebody that
Southern
we
Soul
lost.
is about.
Well, here's my conversation. He said, boy, sit down. Let's have a conversation. I know you've been stressed, but you don't know you in the perfect situation. He said, you're still young. And boy, you're still strong. You're still in your right mind. But it won't be that way for long. That's what he told me, y'all. He said, time won't wait on nobody. Take it from an old man and listen to what I say.
He said one of these days, this'll be the good old days. He said time ain't gonna wait, 'cause one day this'll be the good old days, and you'll be old and gray. Big Mel, I think about the times.
I mean, these songs really are sharing relationship and experiences that any and everyone can identify with?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's I didn't expect to be doing songs like that. Most of my music that I like to do, I like to get people out the seat and get them dancing, get them partying, get them laughing. Uh, but songs like that kind of just hit you, and you just gotta record them, and it just turned out to be a beautiful song. And shout out to Mel. He got on. He told me, "Hey man, if you don't put me on that song, I'm gonna put you in a headlock." So I had to go to his house. We recorded it. Man, it turned out to be a beautiful song.
Wow. It was. And every time I listen to it, it also, share, loss,
Right.
and relationships,
Mm.
and that's what made it such a hit. You also do tracks like this too as well,
It's
in your
been one hell of
cut.
a week,
Flow
Hey,
beats did
and I
this.
just got paid. And ain't no way I'm about to sit at the
hey.
house tonight.
I'm at work, so I ain't got
Finna
nothing.
call up
I
my
ain't got nothing.
boys,
When I get home this week,
and we about to hit the
ooh,
town,
wait.
baby. Gonna find us some good country girls and get us something to drink. Listen, said I'm stepping out, and I'm stepping clean. I'm about to get me a bottle, cause it's been a long week. Said I'm looking for a lady who can get me right, who gon' let me stand up in it and work that thing all night. So what you drinking tonight, baby? Baby, what's that in your cup? Is that hen off in your cup? Go ahead and pour up. Tonight, we're about to turn up. We're about to turn up.
So share with us a little bit about some of the events that you've been doing. I see you've been hitting the road pretty heavy, not even as a truck driver, but
Yeah.
doing Southern Soul. So share with us a little bit about what you got coming up or anything that you would like to let us know about.
Okay. Last week I got my show. My show got canceled, but we rescheduled it for February the 17th. That's then Sugar Lock. But this
Hmm.
Saturday I'm at a private birthday party. Shout out to Miss Annie in Morton. I'm gonna tear them up. They don't even know what's about to happen to them. But yeah, Morton, Mississippi this weekend. Then I got a rare 2 weeks off. I don't have shows for the next 2 weeks on the 27th and the 3rd. But we go to Dale High on February the 10th. Dale High, Louisiana. And then like I said, Sugar Lock on the 17th, and then we end the month February 24th in Tuscaloosa. T-Town, I'm coming for you. So we we
I
we, we
think I
got
saw
got a lot
that.
of
I
shows this
think
year
I
so
saw
far.
that you were going to be in Alabama.
Right. I love Alabama. And Tuscaloosa was really fun the last time. Actually, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, when the year ended in 2022, that was the first city that got booked for 2023. So big shouts out to Alabama. They done showed me a lot of love. I got a couple of them I'm waiting on to hit me back. Livingston and uh, it was some other town, Marion or whatever. So I'm waiting on a couple of them to hit me back. But yeah, you got some good stuff coming up.
Well, Breeze, as a producer, are you working with any other artists? Share with us any suggestions or ideas that you would share with an up and coming Southern Soul artist.
Well, as of right now, no, I'm not working with any other artists. I don't really offer writing or producing services like that. Now, I will say this: if an artist came to me and said, "Hey, look, man, I got something. Will you help me on it? Can I come in the studio or something like that?" I don't mind. I will do that. So if y'all need some help on something, if I think I can help you, I'll help you. I ain't no super producer now. I ain't no super producer like that. But I love music, so it is what it is. Now, what was the second question you asked me? There was
What
like a
what
part.
what type of advice would you give an up and coming Southern Soul artist?
Um, like I said, we talked about it a little earlier, and I try reiterate it. Uh, the biggest advice I can give is becoming independent. Being able to get your own studio, make your own shirts, make your own CDs, uh, make your own set. You better go in the studio, make your own set, so that when you give it to the DJ, your set is already prepared. All different things like that. Try to minimize the outsourcing of anything. And then something else that I've noticed, like a lot of people when they come in the game, they don't get right is the distribution. You got to distribute your music right. You got to get your copyrights right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm guilty of that. I haven't gotten all my copyrights. I'm just gonna be honest. But get all this distribution stuff out the way, because when you got a hit, all the money come back to you. So make sure y'all get everything as far as that paperwork to get.
Mm-hmm. So now you also are doing some other things that you wanted to share in Mississippi. What's going on with you in Mississippi? What types of things are you doing in the community and in your local area?
I do have a show coming up March 2nd, and it's a show, but it's also something for me to be able to prove to myself that I can get people to come out and see me. Now,
It's a one night event, right?
it's just called the one night stand. I want to put a little flair on it, so I call it the breeze. The one night stand with the ladies. But it's just something I want to see, because there's always talk in Southern Soul. When somebody call you, they want to know who you can bring out. They want to know if you can put the butts in the seats, which is understandable. I understand that completely. So for me, I'm from Philadelphia, Mississippi, but I live in Meridian, which is like 35 miles. And so I want to see who will come out to see me, basically. And I'm putting out, going in my own pocket, putting this together. There's no other artists on the show but me. And so if they come in there, they coming to see me. So I want
But
to
do
see.
you have a big following in your local community?
Um,
Or
the
is that
analytics.
something that you're trying to build at this point?
Well, it's something that I'm steady trying to build. Now, the analytics say I do have a pretty nice following, but I've never been on a show by myself. Well, I have been on the show by myself, but that was in my hometown. That's kind of cheating. But I'm a little further south in Meridian, so I want to see who I can get coming out. Like I said, I'm putting the money behind it in the promotion. It ain't about a money grab. I don't have to make a dime. I just want to see who will come see BreezeMrDo2Much. So for all y'all that's watching, if you're in the area March 2nd, look, you don't want to miss it. We're at Bar 20, Meridian, Mississippi. You got one night with your boy Breeze. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tear you up too. Tear you up real good. So make sure y'all come out.
That's awesome. You shared also that you didn't sing in church. You just got started late in life doing college. What was it like? What made you even get interested in doing music, period? Was it just something just to do with your guy friends?
Actually, you hit it. Living in the country, sometimes you get bored. You ain't got nothing to do. And so we started making little songs. We would take two tape players. We would play the beat on the other one, and then we take a tape and record on the other one. We play the beat, and then we record. And
Hmm.
so that's where it started. And next thing you know, we got to where we was like, look, this don't sound good. It's time to get a computer. It's time to get a microphone. And so we upgraded, and it just led from there. So I started like with just crazy beginnings as far as music. But like I said, all that I went through and all that I learned, I'm so thankful, because if I hadn't learned all that stuff, I'd be going to studio paying $50 an hour, $25, and it just costs too much money, and it costs too much time.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Breeze, it's been awesome kicking it with you tonight, family. Any final words for the audience before we say goodnight? Anything else that you would like to add to the interview?
Yeah, I want to add this. Look at here. If y'all looking for a great performer, if 15 minutes is all I need, make sure you hit me up. You can hit me up at 601-227-1186, or you can hit me up at breezemrdo2much@gmail.com. Make sure y'all go check out all my music out. I got a lot of music out now. I just dropped Country Roots on 2 weeks ago. So my music is available on all streaming platforms. And like I said, if you want to book me, hit me up at 227-1186. Unk Boy Entertainment, baby.
All right, share with us a little bit about this hitting
What's
it
up,
up.
y'all?
Hitting it
Oh,
right.
hit
Man,
me
I got
right.
something to tell y'all, man, about this lady I
Y'all know
met the
how it
other
is,
day.
man. You know, you've been in a relationship for a long time.
She was telling me about her man
You
and
know,
how
that's how it is.
he couldn't please her no more. And I looked at her and I told her this. If you ain't crying, he ain't hitting it right, baby. Listen up. If you ain't crying, baby, yeah, he ain't hitting it right. He ain't hitting that thing right. If you ain't staying up all night long, then you ain't been getting it on. He ain't hitting it right. No, he ain't hitting that thing right. I ran across this lady, but just the other day.
Now you say you got that from Carl Marshall.
Carl Marshall, yeah. Matter of fact, it was Miss Jennifer that was sharing some stories with me about her and Carl. And later that day, I was listening to his song. And I was like, man, I love that song. And I was like, let me put my own little twist on it, you know. And that's how it happened. So Miss Jennifer, that's the one who put that in my head.
All right, Breeze. Well, thank you for sharing with the audience. We wish you continued success in life and on your Southern Soul journey. Make sure that you continue to keep me posted when you make new music or make a new video or anything. Let me know about it. I'll definitely keep you streaming on our platform and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Many blessings. I'm going to say good night for now.
Yes, ma'am. All right, now, y'all.
One love. All right, guys. That was BreezeMrDo2Much. He stopped by to share his life and his career with us. Thank you for joining me tonight on Southern Soul Industry Vibez. Guys, you know we are streaming on all music and television platforms. We're on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. Like and share and, let us know how we're doing. We're continually to try to keep the music going. I'm going to say good night for now. We're going to exit with a BreezeMrDo2Much. We're going to bring the video back up.
You gotta understand that you're dealing with a country man. She want a man with country roots. She want a man with country roots. With a whole lot of country swag. With a whole lot of country swag. She want a man in cowboy boots. She want a man in cowboy boots. She want a horse and I know that. She want a horse and I know that. I don't have much, but I do what I can. You gotta understand that you're dealing with a country man. She want a man with country roots. She want a man with country roots, yeah. With a whole lot of country swag. With a whole lot of country swag. She want a man in cowboy boots. She want a man. You know, every now and then we still need that conversation with somebody that we lost. Well, here's my conversation. He said, boy, sit down. Let's have a conversation. I know you've been stressed, but you don't know you in the perfect situation. He said you're still young, and boy, you're still strong. You're still in your right mind, but it won't be that way for long. That's what he told me.
Flow, beats, did this.
Y'all know what I found out? I found out that every woman needs a good man. A man that's gonna love them, protect them, and always be there for them. And especially a man